I think we are live now. Hey everyone, it's Wesley here. Welcome back to another episode. So today we're diving into a topic that is close to home for anyone who's ever Googled something, right? So we're going to talk about Google and how once its dominant position in search might be shifting, especially among the younger generations. So from recent news, we're actually witnessing the end of Googling as we know it. So stick around and let's unpack this fascinating shift and let's dive into it and explore whether Google's days are going to go and search tools are numbered. So for a couple of decades, if you needed to find something, right? If you need to find something online, you'll probably say, I'll Google it. In fact, at one point, Google has become a verb as well in everyday language, not just in English, but for several other languages around the world, right? So, in fact, Google made it into the Oxford English Dictionary in 2006. That's a big deal, right? If a word has made it to the Oxford. But here we are in 2024. For Gen Z, the digital natives born between 1997 and 2014, Google isn't the first option anymore. The habits of this new generation are reshaping the way we search for information online. So let's talk about why that's happening. So first off, let's understand what's really going on here. According to a study by Business Insider, Gen Z prefers searching over Googling. So nowadays, Googling is not a verb among the younger generations. Um, you might be wondering, are searching and Googling are the same things? Well, not exactly. Millennials or even some older generations think about searching, they automatically associate with Google, but Gen Z, not so much. These platforms are where they search for things from fashion trends to cooking tips to life hacks. This is why for them searching doesn't necessarily mean to Google it. It often means turning to social media for answers, right? So now this shift in behavior is actually quite interesting. When we think about how search has evolved for a long time, Google was the go-to platform if you want to search something. It offers quick, easy, and access to information. But for Gen Z, right, the internet isn't just about finding information. It's about engaging with content. It's about discovering, basically. So if you think about it, when you search for something on Google, you get a list of links. They are useful, but they're not always engaging, right? So compare that to what happens when you search something on TikTok. You don't just get links, you get videos of real people showing you how to do something or um, talking about their experiences, right? So for Gen Z, this feels more personal and it also feels more relatable. So in recent days, we can see a uh, shift in behavior among the younger generation. So I think they are moving towards social media to search something and to learn something. It's difference between reading about a recipe on website and watching someone make it basically in a 30-second TikTok video. In fact, people of all ages have started turning to ChatGPT for quick answers, explanations, and even advice. Um, the popularity is growing across the board, and it's making us rethink what search looks like. So with ChatGPT, you get more than a list of links. You get conversational responses that is extremely tailored to your question, right? So, despite this, some reports suggest that Google is still holding strong among Gen Z users. A recent report from Search Engine Journal it states that Google continues to dominate search preferences, even for younger users. So that's likely because many educational researchers still favor traditional search engines. So, having said all this, what does this actually mean for Google? Will it stop being the default way we search for information? Maybe not overnight, but Google has a legacy that's hard to shake off, and it's still incredibly useful for in-depth research, academic work, and certain kinds of information you just cannot find on social media. But here's the kicker: while Google still hold its ground, it's not the only place we turn to anymore. Gen Z's behavior. It actually shows us that search is not just about finding information. It's about how the information is being delivered. In a few years, we might look back and laugh how we used to rely so heavily on the search tool. But for now, let's keep an eye on how things unfold. After all, we're living through a time of rapid digital transformation, and search is only a single piece of the puzzle. So thanks for tuning in for today's episode. And if you enjoyed today's podcast, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friend. So until next time, stay curious. Bye.